We're constructing the Flying Machine model rocket, which is a steampunk looking model. And by steampunk, it has this Victorian feel to it. And we're at the point now where we're doing the decoration, giving it that look that we want, kind of like the rivets and the canopies and the portholes. In this episode, we're going to put on a band of wood planks, and this is purely for decoration, so you can leave this off if you want. And you have the option here of putting these on now or after you paint the rocket. Timber! So what we need to do is to cut up a series of wood pieces, like little wood sticks. And they're going to look like this when we're done. And they're 4 inches long and 3/16 inches wide. And in your kit, you'll get some balsa sheets, and there's more than enough to do this. So if you screw up, there's extra. So we'll take the wood, and we're going to mark it every 3/16 of an inch. And so you should get approximately 16 of them per sheet, and you're going to need at least 36. So you're going to have to do it 3 times, but there's going to be extras. So what I do is I'll lay the ruler next to the piece and then just count off 3/16. 1, 2, 3. I'll make a mark every 3. Okay, then I'm going to measure 4 inches along the wood. I'm going to make one mark here on this edge, and then one mark on the other edge. Draw a line. And actually you're going to do this twice, so you might as well make it 4 inches and 8 inches. So here's 8 inches. And then draw a line across. And then one over here at the 4-inch mark. And this little piece on the end, that's going to be scrap. So then I'm going to mark here every 3/16 inch again. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to switch to our knife, and I'm going to put my safety glasses on, and we're going to cut just at the 8-inch line right here. Now you either have the choice of cutting lengthwise into strips and then cutting them in half, or cutting in half first and then cutting into lengthwise or into strips. The way I've laid this out, I'm going to have to do it in strips and then cut them in half. So you see I lay the ruler on top. I put my knife blade right on the mark so that it holds it in place, and then I'll rotate it around so that the ruler lines up there at the front, and then I'll make a cut And then halfway through the cut, you see I put my finger on top. And that's to keep it from sliding around on me. So I'll do that again. So I'll put my knife blade, kind of poke it in a little bit, put the blade up against it, and then pivot it on the point so that it lines up over here. And then make my cut. Put my finger on top to hold it in place, and then I can kick it away. And then, now we got an 8-inch long strip, and then it's just a matter of cutting it in half. And then again, what I do is I'll span across so it doesn't move around on me, and I'm pressing down really hard here on the ruler. Put my finger across, so I'm not cutting my finger. So I'll put the knife across, bridge it, and then draw the knife back. And that's a good, safe way to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and, through the magic of video, I've got a whole bunch that are already cut. So I'll use these. And I like to mix them up because you could wrap this around the tube. And it would go around the tube, but it won't have the same look as individual planks of wood. Okay, so these are going to get glued right here along the tube at the very front, so it's going to glue even with the edge. So you can use the line as your first starting point, and you can glue them around there. Now you have an option of drawing a line around, smearing glue, and then just pressing them down and going around, or you can do them one at a time. I'll just do it one at a time. Have paper towels ready because this gets messy. A little bit of glue goes a long way. You can see it's oozing out everywhere. And so I want to wipe that off. And if you have little gaps between the wood, that's actually fine, because we want that look of individual planks of wood going around the perimeter. Because remember, this is Victorian age. And they didn't have lasers and things like that to make everything perfectly aligned. All right, so I'm going to glue this up, and then in the next video, we'll start putting on the seams that go around the perimeter right here. So you're watching the Apogee Rocketry Workshop. I'm Tim Van Milligan. Over here off to the side, if you're on YouTube, you'll see some other videos. Down below on YouTube is comments and the thumbs up. We appreciate if you do that. And if you have a question, go ahead and ask it. We do read all the comments and suggestions. So thanks for coming. May the winds be light, may the skies be blue, and may all your rockets fly straight and true.